Hi everyone, Ted Nesi here on WPRI.com. Well, big news this morning for the Rhode Island State House, a corporate truce between IGT and Twin River, the two big gambling companies in Rhode Island, which, as you'll remember, have been at war for months over this big proposed billion-dollar lottery technology contract in Rhode Island. As you'll recall, Governor Gina Raimondo proposed last year extending the contract for IGT, their current one, for another 20 years. IGT, of course, is the company you might have known as G-Tech previously. IGT wanted that, but the General Assembly got cold feet when they learned that Twin River was vocally opposed to giving it to them. Twin River spent months running ads, complaining, saying it was a no-bid contract. Well, fast forward to this morning, IGT and Twin River executives standing together at IGT headquarters in downtown Providence, announcing they have reached a deal for a joint venture that they're now proposing to the legislature. Here's a little of what they had to say.
Oh, you always can look back and say, what if, but as I think we needed to go through the process. We were and negotiated a deal and went forward to try and get that deal approved. And you have to adapt. If you're not listening to what's going on, listening to what the leadership is saying to you, you have to adapt to it. So we don't look back with any regrets as to what we did. We did what we did. We thought that was in the best interest of the company, and now we think this very much is in the best interest of our ways going forward.
Now, our story on WPRI.com has a lot of the details if you want to dig in. My colleague Eli Sherman has been going through the information they put out today, but a few highlights include more non-smoking areas at Twin River. They're going to build a spa there. The two companies will be splitting up who controls the video lottery terminals, the slot machines on the floor at Twin River. There'll be a new headquarters for Twin River in Providence. But again, this is all a proposal. This is not a done deal by any means. It now has to be turned into legislation. Legislators have to have their say. There has to be a vote. One interesting wrinkle too, considering how much they were fighting last year, reporters asked, how did you guys come to a truce? And they said Senate President Dominic Ruggiero kind of knocked heads, brought these executives into his office and said cooler heads needed to prevail. He wanted them to see if they could work out their differences for the good of the state, and they gave him a lot of credit today. So we'll be watching closely to see if this gets a better reception than the original IGT deal it did, but it's important for taxpayers and important for the state because lottery money is Rhode Island's third biggest source of revenue for the state budget. We have much more right now on WPRI.com, and we'll have more tonight on Eyewitness News.